Hello, good people of the Queen City. This is Herman McKinney Jr. with DDT Real Estate Investment Company coming at you today with video number 8. And today is actually Christmas Eve, so I did want to wish everyone out there a very Merry Christmas and hope you have a very prosperous New Year. But I did want to come out and release another video before the year is out and mainly discuss two related articles that I read in the Charlotte Business Journal recently. But before I get started with that, as usual, I did want to start off by giving you our contact information. We can be reached at DDT Real Estate at 704 659 5199, or you can contact us via our website at www.ddtrealestate.com. So let's talk about these articles that I read in the Charlotte Business Journal. These articles had to deal with iBuyers in the Charlotte market, okay? iBuyers in the Queen City. So let's first backtrack and discuss what is an iBuyer. iBuyer stands for institutional buyer. And there's several companies out there that would be considered in this category. There may be some names that you've heard of, like Open Door, Zillow, OfferPad, and Redfin. Those are the major players right now in the iBuyer market. So what is an iBuyer? So what these companies do, or I guess the definition of an iBuyer is a real estate tech firm that will purchase a home and then make some renovations and improvements to it and then turn around and put that house back on the market itself. So it's kind of trying to disrupt the normal traditional way of selling a house, offering sellers and home buyers, in some cases, a more what they consider convenient way to sell their home. Okay, so that's what an iBuyer is. So in the Charlotte market, in this one article that I read in the Business Journal here in Charlotte, it listed the top five, or actually listed the top 10 zip codes that iBuyer activity was happening in the Charlotte market. So I wanted to give those zip codes to you. And these are in order. At number one, and I don't have these memorized, so let me get my notes here. So the number one zip code for iBuyers in 2018, number one was 28269, which is the Northlake Highland Creek area. Second was 28216, which is Northwest Charlotte. Now, Northwest Charlotte is very near and dear to our hearts here at DDT because the bulk of our rental property is in that particular zip code. Then coming in at number 3 is 28213, which is Northeast Charlotte. And then 28078, which is Huntersville. And then coming in at number 5 is 28273, which is the Yorkshire area of Charlotte. So those are the top 5 zip codes for 2018 iBuyer activity in the Charlotte area. Now, a related article that was also in the Charlotte Business Journal had to do with how Charlotte ranks nationally when it comes to iBuyer activity. And it turns out that Charlotte is ranked very high. So, and the article cited the fact that in the third quarter of this year, that's 2019, third quarter, Charlotte ranked number 4 nationally. All the United States, Charlotte ranked number 4 in terms of iBuyer purchase activity for that particular quarter. So, those other cities that ranked ahead of Charlotte, number 1 was the Raleigh-Durham area, also here in North Carolina. Second was Phoenix. Third was Atlanta. And then, of course, Charlotte was number 4. And I believe number 5 was Houston. So in terms of that activity, um, although Charlotte ranked number 4, like I said, the percentage of iBuyer activity compared to the overall purchase activity for that particular quarter was just 4.3%. And I think the number 1 city that I mentioned, which was Raleigh-Durham, it was close to 6 to 7% of the overall activity was iBuyer activity. So that number is kind of small, but it is growing. So that's something that we need to be aware of, that this is a growing trend in terms of being able to buy and sell your house, dealing with these online platforms. Like right now is the Christmas buying season, and you can tell when you go to the malls that there's less and less people in the malls because more and more people are buying their gifts online with people like Amazon and other online retailers. So this kind of disruption that's happening in the retail market is also coming to the real estate market to try and make it more efficient, try and make it more convenient for people. But it's right now the percentage is very low. But again, Charlotte is ranked number 4 in terms of iBuyer activity. Now, what does this have to do with? Well, let me say this in terms of why is Charlotte such a hot market for iBuyer activity? Well, number one is the average price of a home sold using an iBuyer in the Charlotte area is around $208,000, which is well below the national average of around $312,000. So these iBuyers are looking for areas of the country where the average selling price of a house is below the average price for the nation, but also areas that have a good potential for growth. And Charlotte absolutely is one of those cities. We have strong employment. We have a growing arts and entertainment culture here. We recently just got awarded a new MLS soccer team. That's a discussion for another time. But Charlotte is a strong market, and that's one of the reasons that you're starting to see these iBuyers like your Opendoor, your Zillow, your Redfin are concentrating a lot of their marketing activity on the Charlotte metro area. So let me bring back into what we can do at DDT Real Estate in terms of helping you. If you're interested and you're motivated to sell your house, you don't want to go through the traditional method of hiring a realtor, getting the house all, if you haven't made repairs or update to your house, that's going to put you behind the 8 ball in terms of the price that your house can command in the marketplace. But again, what we do for you is we're local real estate experts. We're not like these iBuyers, some tech firm off in California that's just going to run some numbers and do some metrics and come up with an offer on your house. Now, I will say this as well, because I did have a friend recently that got several offers from different iBuyers on his home in the Charlotte area. And those, for instance, in Opendoor, their sales charge or commission, I'm not sure how they, I think they call it a service fee or convenience fee. It's like 8%. 8 to 9% is the range. And on his particular offer, it was 8%. That's a lot of money. So, but again, we at DDT will buy a house in any condition. There's not going to be any sales commission or any fees that you would have to pay, no repairs that you will have to do. We'll give you a fair offer on your house and we'll get it off your hands so that you can move on with your life. So if that's of interest to you, please give us a call at 704-659-5199 or reach out to us by submitting your information on our website at www.ddtrealestate.com. And again, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thanks.